Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
Here's the post. Here's the post. Here's the post. The Post Daily Dose. Here's the post. Here's the post. Here's the post. The Post Daily Dose. Here's the post. Here's the post.
Hey, good day, Team Post. Welcome to Morning Motivation with Big Papa. It is Fabulous Friday, and aren't you so excited? It is cold as peanuts, little bitty shriveled up peanuts out here in Oklahoma. I hope everyone's doing fantastic. I hope you had just a blessed night of rest and you are ready to get after it. Today we're going to talk about negotiations. You want to know why we're going to talk about negotiations? Because Big Papa was negotiating with himself this morning. So I get up really early, and I usually have a power nap, which is about 10 minutes. I am a seasoned power napper. If you are not a power napper, it really is a habit that you should work on and acquire. Because I can take a 10-minute nap and feel like I've been asleep for 3 hours. And so I may take 2 power naps. In fact, it is said that both Henry Ford and Nikola Tesla only ever slept 20 minutes at a time. And so if you think about the magnitude of their contribution to humanity, that's pretty intense. I mean, to, sleep 20 minutes at a time, get up, work, sleep 20 minutes at a time, work. Whew. I'm talking, you compare yourself to those guys, there are no excuses. There are no excuses for anything that we don't do, because they really set the bench. So anyway, I get up really early, and I don't do well at staying up very late. It's like 45 years old. You're not 25 anymore. The thought of partying late into the night, into the early morning hours, does nothing for me. I'd rather be in bed, sleep, because I'd rather wake up in the morning refreshed and inspired and motivated and restored and ready to kick ass in the new day. So that's what excites me. So I agreed to do a coaching call with one of our Levolution members who was struggling inside the matrix and has a few days coming up with her kiddos and wanted to get some perspective. And so I said, okay, well, let's hop on the phone, because sometimes it's just easier for me than emailing or texting. And so she's an hour behind me, and so I had to stay up until 10:30. She wanted her husband to be on so she could do 9:30. I said, okay, 10:30. And I gave her the sleepy face. I said, I'm going to try to do this. So at 10 o'clock, I think it was at 10:07, I shot her a text. I went and laid down. I shot her a text. I said, I'm available whenever you guys are. And that was really kind of like a hint that if you're available earlier than 10:30, go ahead and give me a call. And so when I woke up, like, I had the phone right next to me. I had my little headset right next to me. When I woke up, it was 12:37. And she had called 3 times at 10:30. Big Papa was snoozing. So 12:37 my time, 11:37 her time, I shot her a text. Said, hey, I fell asleep. Are you guys still awake? And luckily they were. And so we got on the phone. So I think they were actually doing some processing, some emotional processing through an exercise that we've got going on in the Matrix. And it was, I don't know, I was still awake and hadn't dozed off yet. And so I heard my phone go off. at around midnight. And it was her, and she's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I missed your text." Yes, we're still awake. And so we got on the phone for a coaching call, and we got off at 2 o'clock this morning, and it was great. It was a great coaching call. It was really good, actually, for a 2 a.m. coaching call. But Big Papa gets up at 3:30, so that left me with an hour and a half. My alarm clock goes off at 3:30, and I'm like, I get up and I always kind of stretch. And I am in serious negotiation with myself about not doing the 4:30 call that I always do inside the Parenting Matrix. So going in and working out later, maybe not work. I mean, I'm just like negotiating. I'm like at the edge of the bed. I'm up, but I am in serious negotiation with myself. And then finally I just say, shut up, and get moving. You are a magician. You are a beast. Stop this nonsensical negotiation stuff. You can nap later. Jimi Hendrix said, sleep when you're dead. And so I got moving, and I feel good. So it just made me think, how many ways do we negotiate with ourselves internally? And maybe we're not even aware of it when we're doing it. And our ability to start to pay more attention to when we're negotiating with ourselves could create a real opportunity for a breakthrough. It's like, do you negotiate with yourself about, well, I'm going to walk an extra half a mile and then I'm going to give myself 1 scoop of ice cream? Is that negotiation? What if you told yourself to shut up and dig in, and you walked an extra half a mile and you said, screw that scoop of ice cream? Do you negotiate with your child because they're demanding something from you, and you're really just tired and stressed and you just don't want to deal with it, and so you give in to them, you give in to their demands, and then you continue to reinforce a precedent? Because ultimately what you're doing is negotiating with yourself. You're really telling yourself internally, no, it won't hurt just this one time. Do you negotiate with yourself in the morning? You rather sleep after hitting that alarm clock a few times, as opposed to getting on up and knowing that if you get on up, you can have your morning meditation time, your morning prayer time. You can write your goals. You can have a cup of coffee or a cup of juice or whatever, cup of tea in the morning before the kids start moving around and getting up. Do you negotiate and not get up? And then does that become a pattern? Does that become a recurring pattern? So what are all the ways in which we negotiate with ourselves that we actually end up not advancing our cause, whatever our cause may be? And then by negotiating with ourselves and not advancing our cause, what are we ultimately doing for ourselves? We're just holding ourselves back. We're just keeping ourselves stuck. So if we're going to negotiate with ourselves, we better learn to be master negotiators. Or otherwise don't negotiate at all. Kind of, approach it like the government approaches it. We do not negotiate with terrorists. Don't terrorize yourself. Don't negotiate with yourself. Own your day. Own your emotions. Own your thoughts. Own your physical being. Wield your power over yourself, and make yourself do as you want to be done, not as the negotiations want to be done. So that's it. You going to keep negotiating with yourself, or are you not going to negotiate with yourself? You going to go get it done? What's Bishop Eric Thomas says, everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to go do what beasts do. Right? That's a good point. Everybody wants to be a beast until it's time to go do what beasts do. There's some beasts at the gym this morning. 26 degrees outside. 5:20 in the morning. On a Friday. On a Friday, baby. All right. Big Papa sharing a little love. Good morning, Corey. Thank you so much for joining Big Papa this morning for a little more motivation. I might be touching back base with you guys later on today. I'm heading up to Claremore to hang out with She Brews. Good morning, Tracy. Gonna be heading up to She Brews and hanging out with Rhonda Bear and the ladies of In the Gap Ministries and his house outreach ministries. And we're going to be pushing that cause a little bit further, so I might be able to pop in and share a little bit of that with you guys. So have a fantastic Friday. God bless each and every one of you. May you keep your home safe and protected and full of love and light, and push out any fear that might exist. Big Papa loves you, and I'll talk to you later. If I don't see you on Post Daily Dose today or over the weekend, I'll see you back here Monday morning for more morning motivation with Big Papa. See you later.